There are only 7 days remaining for UPSC Prelims 2026, and now 99% of the aspirants are having the feeling of anxiety and fear about the exam. Guys, let me tell you a hard fact that prelims examination is not only about your knowledge, it is more about your mindset and confidence. On the day of exam, two aspirants with the same knowledge, but one with having more confidence and calm will crack the exam than the other aspirants who is having the same knowledge but he or she is anxious about the exam. Today I am going to give you practical tip to transform your anxiety into confidence in the last 7 days. First of all, why should you listen to me? Guys, I have lived this moment multiple times during my preparation life. I prepared 6 times for the prelims examination and I was fortunate to crack 6 out of 6 prelims. You can see some of my scorecards. So today I am going to give you practical tips how I managed my last 1 week, what did I do, and how you can also develop this mindset which can help you crack the prelims examination. First thing first, if you are feeling anxious and fearful, it is normal. It is nothing wrong. Because if you really care about your exam, if you really are serious about your exam, then obviously you will have this feeling of anxiety and fear because exam is unpredictable. Let us accept that UPSC prelims is an unpredictable exam and there will be some shock elements inside the examination hall. So it is quite normal that you are feeling anxious and fearful. But the problem comes when you give in to your anxiety, when you let your anxiety, okay, affect your preparation. That is the problem. So, how to manage this anxiety and how to manage this fear? I am going to give you philosophical and practical approach to it. Guys, first thing, if right now you are having a feeling, what if I fail in the prelims exam? You know, every day I'm going to get a lot of messages and they are saying, sir, what if I cannot crack the exam? Here I'm going to share with you a philosophy. You can read it. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. What is the meaning of this quote? The meaning of this quote is that you need not suffer before the real moment. But if you start thinking that what if I fail in the prelims, you are suffering before the exam itself. So, this what if, do not do this. Live in the now. Live in the present moment. Do not think, what if this will happen? What if this will not happen? What if this question will come? What if this question will not come? Guys, things which are not in your control, do not worry about them. Okay, so remember, he who suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Means before the exam itself, if you start thinking, I will fail, or what if I fail, these things are not going to help you. These things are going to destroy your confidence. These things are going to sap your energy. If you want to conserve your energy, if you want to have a positive mindset on the day of exam, stop thinking about the future. Be in the present moment. Guys, remember, the only way to handle anxiety is you know what is in your control and what is not in your control. Things which are not in control, you should not give even a second on that. Even small thought also, you should not give things which are not in your control. So let us draw this circle here. Things are which in your control. So in the next 1 week, what is in your control? Revising important current affairs, revising important static, revising all the mock tests you have taken throughout the year. That is in your control. So you have to worry among only those two topics. But what is going to come in exam? What will happen on the exam day? What kind of questions will come? Will you crack the prelims? Will you not crack the prelims? These things are not in your control. So stop worrying about them. Okay, this is the only philosophy which can really help you manage this anxiety. I'm telling you, all your anxiety will disappear if you accept. what is in your control, and if you know what is in not in your control, and stop bothering about them. For example, what kind of questions are going to come in exam? Is UPSC going to introduce a new pattern? Yes, it can introduce things which we cannot control. But if you have prepared well throughout the year, if you have prepared as per the latest pattern of the UPSC, then you will definitely perform better than others. That is obvious. So work on what you can control. So in the next 7 days, you can control your revision. You can control your health. You can control your mindset. You can control your routine. Take care of these things. You can't control what is going to come in exam. So stop bothering about them. Guys, I'm going to give you 3R rule for the last 7 days. First one is routine, second one is revision, and third one is rest. So in the next 7 days, first of all, the most important thing you should do is set your routine right. You know, many of you may be having the habit of studying late in the night, and you may be getting up late in the morning. This is not right for the exam. So now is the time that you set your body clock right. Every night in the next 7 days, you should sleep by 10:30, and in the morning you should get up before 5:30. This is what you have to do for your body clock. You have to set your body clock the right manner for the exam day so that your performance is at the peak. Guys, remember that on the day of exam, you have to travel at least 5 kilometers to reach the center. So you may have to leave your home at 7:30 a.m. So it is very important that you get a habit of getting up early in the morning around 5:36 a.m. Therefore, first thing you should do is get your routine right. Second thing, what you need to do is that revise all your mistakes which you have committed in the mock exams. Guys, in the last 1 year, you may have taken 50 to 100 mocks. Now is the time that you revise these mistakes. Also, I have prepared a list of very important topics. You can use this to revise important topics only. Do not try to read everything. If you try to read everything in the last 7 days, you will again have this feeling of anxiety. Okay, so remember this, that in the last 7 days, the thing what you have to work is not on the knowledge component. Knowledge component you have already worked throughout the year. Maximum what you can do is that revise important stuffs and revise the mistakes you have committed in the mock test. Okay, so this is very important. And last but not the least is to take proper rest entire week. Okay, take some 8 hours of sleep throughout the week. Okay, give your body and mind time to recover. Okay, this is very, very important because it may be that in the last 2 3 months you may be stretching your body, you may be studying 12 to 15 hours, but now is the time, last week, you need your body to be at the prime. Okay, you need your body to be very healthy. Okay, so it is very important for you to take at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. So this is very important. Okay, so take less caffeine. Okay, so you should not drink too much tea, you should not drink too much coffee, so that you get proper sleep. Okay, so this is the 3R rule you need to follow in the next 7 days. Guys, let me tell you one thing, that in the prelims examination you will get such questions. Okay, such questions are surprise question. Very few aspirants are prepared for such questions. Although, if you are part of our prelims mentorship, I have given all the sports events which have happened in the last 1 year. But even after that, also, you may be surprised in the exam. They introduce some kind of factual question. Let me tell you that if you miss such question, nothing is going to happen to you. But if you miss, okay, easy questions, if you miss easy questions, for example, if you miss this question, if you miss this question, if you miss this question, okay, then you will never going to qualify prelims examination. This question, not a problem, because 99.99% they don't know this question. This question is an unexpected question. This question is a random question. But if you miss a question on NATO last year, I'm talking about, if you don't know that this year was 100 years of self-respect movement, if you don't know that these minerals were in news last year, okay, these resources were in news last year, and if you are doing mistake here, then you will never qualify in the prelims examination. So remember, guys, that to clear the cutoff, you need not solve each and every question which has come in the exam. Okay, solving expected topic question, solving normal questions can help you crack the prelims cutoff. The problem comes when you start, okay, struggling here also. You know that NATO is coming, but you have not prepared a NATO properly and you make a mistake here. Then only you will not be able to crack prelims. So that is why in the next 7 days, focus on important themes which have high probability to come in exam. Don't run after this fringe questions. Guys, let me tell you, in UPSC prelims examination, it is like this. Okay, around 50% of the questions are core questions. Core questions means core static questions, core current affairs questions, which are coming daily in the newspapers. And rest of the questions are fringe questions, which were unexpected questions. So do not worry about unexpected question. If you are lucky and if you are able to solve them, well and good. But if you are unlucky and you're not able to solve them, still you can crack the prelims examination if you perform well in the core part. So right now, 7 days, work on your core part. Guys, I have made a list of very important topics for the last 7 days. Make use of this. You can get this. You can join my private Telegram group. This is the number of my team you can contact. And what you can do is that solve my most important questions. Guys, I have 16 tests for the last 10 days. These 16 tests have all important topics covered in them. If you solve these 16 tests, you will be able to solve most of the questions because these are on expected important topics. With this, I'm going to take your leave. So, what you need to do is that focus on things which you can control. Right now, you can revise important stuff. Right now, you can revise the mistakes you have committed in your mock exam. That is what maximum you can do. You can't go and start reading the ancient India, medieval India, art and culture now. Now is not the time for that. Okay, remember this. Bye bye, take care.